Hi, it's Gerry, and welcome to day 212 of A Course in Miracles. Now, before I begin, I just want to say I just got back from the dentist, so I had a little bit of freezing in my mouth, so if especially my smile looks a bit off, that is why. It's because my mouth is half frozen. And if my voice sounds funny, that's why. So just sit back and enjoy the comedy of it, I suppose. So, the lesson, today we review lesson 192, and so we begin. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And lesson 192 is quite beautiful. It states, I have a function God would have me fill. And the reflection states, I seek the function that would set me free from all the vain illusions of the world. Only the function God has given me can offer freedom. Only this I seek, and only this will I accept as mine. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Now, what is that function? That function, and I reviewed what I had written for lesson 192, that function is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the closest that we humans can come to heaven. And that is our function. And that is where our greatest power comes from. It seems bizarre, perhaps, to many, because we're trained to, justice and so on. And, we quote the Bible, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And I think we kind of misinterpret that. I'm drawing from Marianne Williamson, a lecture I heard her say where she talked about that statement. Leave it to God. Let it go and leave it to God. That's really all that means. Forgive. That is where our greatest power comes from. And if we think of people who have suffered tremendously and forgiven, we see greatness. Viktor Frankl, who suffered in the concentration camps and forgave and took what he learned as a lesson. He doesn't say this in his book as far as I know, but those guards and the horror that he went through taught him lessons that he wouldn't have learned otherwise. Nelson Mandela is another great example. When he got to the point of being able to forgive not only his prison guards, but white South Africans and the unjust political and judicial system in that country, when he learned to forgive and love, he gained tremendous power. And it's unquestioning. That greatness is what we're all called to. Now, I'm saying that these were not perfect men either. Mandela had struggles in his own family, unfortunately. And, Frankl has been criticized by some who believe, there should be more vengeance for the Holocaust and so on. But we can't argue their greatness. We might not agree with everything, and like I said, they're not perfect, but that is their greatness, and that is what we are all called to. And of course, we can look at the example of Jesus as well. When he was whipped and carried the cross and was crucified, what statement did he make? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. That is the function God has given us. And in that function comes freedom. Very challenging, but very powerful. Thank you so much for joining me today. May God bless you abundantly. And we'll talk more tomorrow. Peace be with you.